Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. Good evening, everyone. I got out of my I had a class meeting this evening that just ended a little while ago, so we're going to do a quick short stream and then I'm going to head off for the night and get back into the routine of what I did before, get clips edited, get my school stuff done. Like I'm gonna get into this workload of everything. So we're gonna hopefully nothing crazy happens. We're gonna go to number 28. We'll go 27. So we'll go 20. We'll go 30. All right. Is there any sort of music? I got my stream playlist, but I don't have anything added to it. Hold on, I'm trying to find something. No, let's go to synthwave. We'll go to our classic. We'll go to synthwave. Okay, there we go. Let me open up. Let me go to overlays. Okay, good. It's working. Good. Okay. So I've done nothing since we ended the stream last time. We're gonna see what the recap has for me. I don't remember exactly what we did. I've got my notes written down. But we did make some interesting trades last time according to my notes. We've got our future players written down. As I mentioned to you guys before, we're doing this again. We're doing this whole I write things down method again. So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in year number 4 off season. We're in 28-29, the year of 28-29. And did we make the playoffs? Oh no, we got knocked out in the second round. That's right, we got swept. Okay, so first things first, let's look at our playoff stats. So let's take a look. How do we do? How do we do in terms of point totals? So Enlund 7 points in 9 games, not bad. Stone did actually really well. That was a good trade acquisition by me. This is a deadline acquisition. It was a deadline acquisition, and we this is playoff stats, season stats. No, he was a mid-season acquisition. Okay, so Stone was a good acquisition there. Juha Bloomqvist, who is this guy? Center playmaker. Oh yeah, this guy we got was it year number 3? Yeah, year number 3, first round. That's right. This is the guy that like shoots way too much and scores too many goals. So we gotta get his shoot pass bias. We gotta get his pass bias up there. Celebrini only with 3 goals in 9 games. That's interesting. Enlund had more. Bloomqvist had more. Interesting. Goaltending. I mean, Luukkonen. Luukkonen. There was no issues with Luukkonen. Luukkonen, this was not your fault at all. GG's, Luukkonen. You stood on your head to try and get us past the second round, but it just wasn't enough. It was a team effort, and the team did not do well in the second round. But you know what? It's fine. We're slowly getting somewhere. So really quick, let's look at our lineup and let's decide what we want to do next. So obviously, we need a better second line right wing. That's an obvious decision right there. Chernyshov, while he did good in the regular season, 25 points, but he had a minus 25. I think that was part of the reason that this line was held back. Because if you look at Bloomqvist's numbers, 18 and 28 for 38, not bad. Thibault, 35 points for 23 goals. That's really good. I just don't know about Chernyshov. He's a big question mark. He's 80 overall at 23 years of age. His passing's not great as a power forward. His defensive stats aren't good. His shot isn't good. Skating's okay and physical is pretty good. I just don't see the comparison between him and Pollock. If we look at Pollock, look at his stats. Passing's better, shots better, skating's worse, defense is slightly better, and his physical is about the same. I just feel like this caters more to what we need on the second line right wing, even though Pollock is a center. However, Bloomqvist is a left-handed playmaker, and he shoots the puck. Or at least he doesn't shoot the puck. Actually, no, he does shoot the puck 200 times. So even if we lower his shoot pass bias, having him on the right wing might not be a bad idea. Just give him a go at it with Thibault, because apparently, I mean, Thibault still got, like, what was it? 23 goals of the season? Like, that's still solid. And then how many did Bloomqvist get in the season? 18 and 20? I mean, that's still not bad. So what if we go with a lineup of Thibault, Bloomqvist, and Pollock for the future instead? We keep going with Lund on the third line. I like Lund as our depth goal scorer. Did he do really well on the second line last year? Yes. Did he do well on the second line this year? No. That's kind of why. So I'm thinking Lund stays third line. Moore sticks on that third line center spot. We have him locked up for 7 years. That's a good call right there. Wall was a really good pickup by me. I think this is a really good steal of the regular season for me. So that was a good call by me. And then Ryan, I mean, he's still doing solid. I mean, he had what, 22 points, 8 plus minus. I mean, that's solid. So I think we stick with the bottom six the way it is. We just gotta like revamp our fourth line. Maybe we throw Graf in there. He's better defensively than Chernyshov, and he's just not second line material where Pollock could be, and he's still young. He's way younger than Chernyshov, and he's the same overall. So I think we make the decision there. Chernyshov, either you're a bottom six piece, you play on the fourth line, third line hybrid, or you can go to a different team that will do way better for you. And also another thing, he's not locked up long term. That's another thing that's kind of the deciding factor there. So Chernyshov, I think your time has come. We'll see what happens. We've got so many prospects in the AHL. We got Kidd, we got Traff, we got O'Donovan, we got Weeb, Andropov, Lawrence is a goaltender down there that we need to take care of. But I think it just makes sense to either give someone else the fourth line time, or we stick him on the fourth line and see how it goes. Defensively, I mean, Gerard, I mean, yeah, I mean, we revamped this first line to cater towards defense, and we went with 2 offensive guys in the first line. It almost worked in the second round, but it didn't quite get there. But this is our actual lineup here. I'm trying to decide if I want to run with Mukhamadullin on the first line or Dickinson on the first line. The only downside is that Mukhamadullin is significantly older, than Dickinson, and he's only 1 overall less. Unless Dickinson grows a shit ton, don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, we could also do a trade where we get we retrade Dickinson for a better defenseman, or we find a defenseman in the draft this year that could be good. So we'll figure that out later. AHL players, I mean, we already talked about some of the prospects. O'Donovan, Kidd, these guys are on the brink of making the NHL team. We've also got Cardwell down here, who we actually traded away, but we could put him back on the bottom 6 for more goal scoring. Maybe I could have him as depth. We'll see. Dykert, I do like this option as a fourth line center to replace Ryan. The only problem is that his face-offs as a center are 63, so we need to get his speed up so we can turn him into a winner. Traff is another option that could be decent for the bottom 6. The only problem is I don't like his two-way game and his defensive awareness, so I don't think he'll be a player for us. And then everyone else is kind of just like bodies down here, top 9 forward. I mean, this guy might be something, maybe. Markov, maybe a big question mark there. And then this fourth line is kind of just players that are filling in the gaps. This medium elite playmaker, though, Hemingway. 8 points in 72 games played in the playoffs currently. Is it this year, 2029? Yeah, he's got 1 point. So looks like he's doing okay there. Reed and Weeb, I like that. This is our future second pairing coming up here in the NHL. Hopefully I can get Reed to play this year, fingers crossed. So then Gerard will probably go third line. Maybe Reed will be third line defense. But he is 22 at 77, a little bit old for his overall. We'll see. I'm hoping and praying. What did he do this year? He did 29 points on the first line. That's really good for an enforcer defenseman. I think that's solid. And we got Blasek, who's a really good defensive defenseman. That'll probably be our future third pairing there. Antropov, a good left-handed defensive defenseman again. And then Wayne, 6'8" defensive defenseman. This guy's solid except for his two-way game. And then Lundin, who we were going to trade away, but we decided to go with Sahin Wallenius instead. Goaltending, Thielen, how are you doing in the playoffs? You've got a 905 in the regular season. Playoffs currently 5 wins, 3 losses, and 926. Okay, I mean, that's solid. Has Lawrence in the AHL. This regular season was a 914. Okay. So, I mean, I see where our team is heading. Obviously, we got our goaltender replacement right behind Luukkonen. We've got a bunch of players that are going to be reshaping the roster. So here's what I'm thinking for the future here. I mean, Thibault, Bloomquist, and Pollock, that's already a +4. Lund, Moore, and Waugh, I loved the way they performed this year in the regular season. They had a +11, 33 points there. Moore had a 51-point season on the third line. I mean, holy shit, that's really good. Lund, 37 points. Even though they're minus numbers, them two, they produce points like crazy. So I think we just go back to it being like this. I mean, Stone, maybe the fourth line with Chernyshov and Hicka Ryan, that would work out pretty well. But let's go to the draft. Let's see how our team grew. Are there any extensions I need to worry about? Brodin, but we weren't planning on keeping him around for more than one season. I mean, 7.75. Another no movement. I'd have to do a no movement with a modified no trade with a 90% clause. We could bring him back for a contention window as a depth piece. I don't mind 10.5. But that would be a hard contract to move. But had half retained for a trade if we don't want to keep him. We'll offer him 10.5. That's probably the most I'm going to go. Is he worth that much? Not really, especially because he's dropped the top 4 exact. But you know what? Just as a safe bet for the playoffs, if he doesn't drop too much, then we will keep him. If we find someone better, or if he drops more at the re-sign phase, then we will trade him at the draft to just a random team that wants him. So offering him 10.5, 90% protection on the trade clause. We'll be able to trade him to 3 teams. He will let us know in a few days there. Next up, we got Mark Stone. I liked this guy in the playoffs. I really did. 2 years though. If you're willing to up the clause and go 1, he does not want 1 year at all. Okay. Let's do 90% and let's go 4 mil even. I like this guy in the playoffs. He's a good depth forward. I really like him. We drops a lot when you go down below 4 mil. All right, 4 million even for 2 years at 90% protection. Let's see if this goes through. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. Drew Doughty, he's a cap dump. We're not going to keep him. What does Doughty want actually for an extension? Let's see. 5.4 for 2. No. I've already got an old vet on this team in a Stone, and we don't really need more defensive depth now that we signed Brodin. So the next 2 years is going to be the year where we're going to be spending a lot of money on our goalies. Going to be a bit of a weight on us there, but we're going to hopefully get a bit of growth from Ravensburg. And I think he did okay this year. What do you have for numbers? I mean, 896 could be better. I hope he gets some growth. And Thielen, Lawrence. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. But we got Luukkonen to just play starter for now. So yeah, all right, let's sim all the way up to the, not the draft, but the a few days before, and we'll follow the playoffs. Brodin says yes to the 10.5. Okay, so 1 more year, same with Stone, 4 mil for the next 2, even though he's an older guy. Yeah, keep going. AHL team's doing good. Even though he's an older guy, I did like his performance in the playoffs. That's why I brought him back for 4 mil for 2 years. We're only going to keep him for 1 at least, and then we'll move on from him if he doesn't do well, or if we need to fill in that roster spot with a younger player. So who wins the Calder Cup? So first off, the Stanley Cup goes to the Islanders, and the Calder goes to the Monsters. Oh man, we were in the finals against them, and I think we did well too. Oh well. Draft lottery, San Jose via Chicago going from 10 to 11. That's not bad. Ottawa getting the first overall pick. LA jumping from 4 to 2. Vancouver at 3rd, 14 to 4. Minnesota. Whoa, that is a jump. That's like 10 spots. Holy crap. So it looks like we took Minnesota's, basically we took Minnesota's spot. Or sorry, no, Vegas took Minnesota's spot and then they jumped. Okay. And everyone shifted down from there. So very interesting draft lottery there. Minnesota jumping from 14 to 4. They're gonna have a really good team this coming year. Let's look at our growth now. Growth wise, Enlund up to a 96. So that 11.750 deal was actually a good call in terms of like short term. But I'd still like to get him locked up with the Celebrini window. So if we can get him extended for 4 years at the end of that contract, that'd be amazing. Any X Factor growth, we got Unstoppable Tier 2, okay. Macklin Celebrini up to Elite Edges level 3. The other two are still Tier 2. And then he's up to a 94 overall. That's really good. Look at his shot accuracy, 99 even right there. Also, I'll go and overlay so you guys can see better. Sorry. Let's look at Shirokov, 90 overall Shirokov at 21. And we locked him up at how much? How much we locked him up? 10.5. That is a steal right there. That is a steal of a deal right there. Brodeen. Also, I just noticed he took a 200k discount. I didn't realize how much of a discount he took. So you know what? That's fine by me. Gerard, 88 overall. So he is starting to drop. He didn't drop in potential yet, but he did drop from 89 to 88. So he's starting to go on the decline there. Michael Misa, earning tape to tape. Okay, that's good. We just need to get a shot block up there. We really do. His skating's good. His physical's getting better. His passing's 88. That's really good. We need this guy to be our playmaker of the future for the first line right there. And we've got him locked up at what? What is the deal there? 10.5 is a little bit much right now. We got to really hope he jumps at the preseason. Okay. All right, Oliver Moore. We've got him locked up for the next 7 years at 2.750, and he's top 6 high, 86 overall, third line center. That is an amazing trade by me. That trade with Chicago was definitely amazing on my side. There goes Dickinson dropping to 85. Okay, so now comes the question mark of what do we do with Dickinson? It's looking like he's a puck mover more than a shutdown. He will not switch his player type to defensive. So do we entertain a trade for a pick that has a defenseman this year? Because 8.750 for an 85 is not great. If he was an 87, that'd be doable, but 85 at 23, not fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. Do we find a new left-handed defenseman? I think we do. We'll see what there is in the draft. We'll see if we can trade up with that pick. We'll find out. Drew Doughty, Mukama Dulin down to an 84. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave him on the third pairing. He's trying to hit his peak right there. Mark Stone down to an 84. So then Stone did lose quite a bit of overall, but I mean, as long as he still has his stats, that's pretty good. His two-way games dropped down quite a bit. His physical's not great, but his poise is like freaking 90. So hopefully that stays up there. Did the Bolt grow to medium elite? Oh my god. All right. We've got a bona fide sniper on our second line. Okay. Okay. We have got a sniper. I think we made the right call. Bloomquist up to a 9 or to an 82 as well. Wow, medium elite the ball. And he's 83 overall. That's really good. Holy. Juha Bloomquist up to an 82. So he was an 80. Now he's 82. That's actually not bad for a second line playmaker. I don't mind that. Wah, 82 overall. That's fine for depth. Okay, Chernisov grew by 1 point, but still not great. I think he's just going to keep as a depth forward. Vicar Ryan, that's fine. Cardwell, we don't really care. Crevier, was he on the third pairing? I think he was, right? San Jose, time on ice, 17 minutes. Who was second pairing? Wait, was he second pairing? I don't know. Lund, 80 overall. Yeah, we made the right decision with Lund. I like this player though. I want to keep him on the team. So Pollock, 80 overall. That's fine. He was fourth line most of the season. So wait, so Crevier. Hold on, let me look at my defense. So hold on. Shirokov and Dickinson. Gerard. Oh, I played Aho on the third pairing for most of the season. That's right. Okay, so then yeah, Crevier did get a lot of ice time on the second line. Goaltending, Luukkonen, 84. And then Ravensburg, 82. You know what? That's not bad. I'm okay with that. Even at 6 mil, it's going to be a bit of a down, or sorry, 5 mil. I apologize. Even at 5 mil, actually, that's not bad for an 82 overall. And he's going to keep growing for another 6 years. That's oh, sorry, 5 years, 5 years. So in the system, let's take a look. So Thielen stayed at 77. Lawrence at 67. Funny number right there, 67. Lawrence, so he grew a little bit. Rest of our goaltenders are just fringe starter or backup. We don't really care. Aho, so this is a guy, we picked him out of instinct at 12th, and I mean it was the right call. We picked for value over team need. I think I might give him I might trade him for a defensive defenseman or a pick. We'll see. I really don't know. I just don't think we need another offensive defenseman on this team. Green, an 80 overall. That's pretty good. I mean, even this guy, like a playmaker that has shutdown abilities and stats. Like, he's better than Chernyshov in that way, besides shot blocking. So, like, what do we do here? Otavainen, this guy could be our third pairing right defenseman instead of that offensive defenseman. Like, he fits the role perfectly. Physical, defensive stats could use a little bit of work. Skating's okay, but like that's what I'm looking for, right? Graph, Dykert up to an 80 or up to a 78. Whoa, okay, hold on. He might be good to go. Ooh, we got decisions to make here. Excuse me. We just extended Mark Stone, but look at Dykert. 83 passing, good two-way game, good awareness, good skating, good, decent physical, okay shot, okay aware. I mean, okay. This guy might be better to play in the NHL this year over Mark Stone. Blasek and Reed did not grow. That's not good. O'Donovan up to a 77. Okay, still has all three X factors. He actually grew a born leader in the juniors. So interesting there. Weeb up to a 76. Okay, all right, not bad growth. This guy will be ready to go by next year, I think. Assuming we get his skating up there, because his skating's atrocious. What else got? Traff, Misiek, sorry. Kid, 76 at 20. I don't know about this guy. This guy just is not hitting the barrier for me. He's just not cracking the roster. Lundin, Mertian, everyone else kind of like down there. I mean, 72, 21, not terrible. Antropov still chilling there. Okay. So we got decisions to make here. Playing our young guns or playing the veteran to try and get in the playoffs. We're at the point where we need to get in the playoffs. We need to get our window formed. But I'm also thinking about like trading Dickinson. Like, what do we do here? What the frack do we do? I really don't know. So let's just go to the draft. Trying to make this stream a little bit quick because I am going out in about 45 minutes, and then we'll figure this out. So at the moment, current pins, we do not really have a lottery pick. I'm not looking to get Tyrell. We're gonna stick with Bloomqvist, even though he shoots the puck a lot more than I want him to. We're gonna stick with that. Although we do have a defensive defenseman that is defensive, unlike Dickinson. That would work perfectly at 6th overall. And what do we have? Freaking 14? No. What do we have again? I don't remember. But I mean, Romano could be perfect, or we find a better guy, because 6'2" isn't crazy tall. I don't mind 6'2". I'd rather have 6'3" or higher. I like more of a physical presence in my defensive defenseman, but you know what? I mean, this is not bad if we can't find anyone else. So I'll keep him in mind. Right defenseman, right defenseman, right defenseman. I mean, everyone's right defenseman except for this guy. Although this guy, 6'1" though. But he is NHL ready with an X factor. But he might be top 6 potential. Ooh, this is a tough decision here. Hold on. We do have 2 defensemen we're gonna trade. One of them is gonna be one of them is Dickinson, and the other one is Aho. We don't need Aho. We really don't. So I'll pin him, and I'll pin Romano, and we'll come back to that later on. Let's go potential. So first overall, Fleischman. We're not going for playmakers. We already have enough. 7th overall, 12th overall, Bjorkstrand. Not a bad option, but we already have Thibault. Cousins. Oh, 77 overall, 18 years of age, power forward. Okay. McCammond. You know what? I don't think I'm going to go after McCammond since there's a power forward in the draft. We already have our goaltender at the moment. Although I don't have any goalie prospects. What about this other guy? 19. I'd rather go with McCammond. I'd rather go with an 18-year-old. Okay. And let's go low elite and see what we got. I need low elites. So we got Lynch. Right defenseman, 18 years of age. Going 30th though, so that's first round. I'd rather not trade for a first round pick. Even though he's a 1-year ETA, we don't really need him. We've got so much defensive depth right now, so we're gonna unpin him, leave him there. Willis, same thing, 18 years of age, sniper, left-handed, not bad. And there's this guy Tunney, 2-way forward, 6 foot, 3 bars, 2-way forward, and low elite. That's pretty solid. And then Kuta in the 7th round. Okay, so we might have a power forward and a 2-way forward here in the depth here. Any gems besides? Whoa, okay, we got a lot. So Shonoshin is a gem. We're not going to pick him up.
Turco, 6'4" is nice. I don't like his potential though. Top 6 low, doesn't really pan out for me, so we're gonna say no to that. Sniper, no. Cousins we're taking. Playmaker, no. Heinous we don't need, and that's it. And then pinned players. So Willis we'll try taking. Same thing with Kuta. McCammon we should be able to take. Lady Pov, two-way forward, 129. He is a gem as well. I do not mind this pick here, 129th. We're gonna have to trade for a lot of picks this year. Which means we're gonna have to part ways with a lot of players. And then we got our two defensemen that I've pinned here. We got Romano and then this Venkatashan? Venkatashan? Is that how you say it? Jeez, that's a name. Cousins depth, Tunney depth. Although to between Cousins and Tunney, I don't think we need Tunney. It's better to just not risk it, even like because I'm not gonna be able to get both those picks. I don't think. I'll try. And then Romano. Okay, so we got to draft ahead of ourselves. We got a lot of trading to do. I think we're gonna reshape the defensive core a little bit, specifically Dickinson. View retired players. Does Mark Stone call it quits? Brad Marchand, Carlson, Taves calls it quits. Latane, Perron, Stahl, JVR, Palmieri. Anyone on San Jose? Let's see. No one forward core. No one goaltending. All right. So Brodin and Stone stick around. Okay. Let's take a look here. Okay. All right. Let's go to the draft. Single game. Let's enter the NHL entry draft. So we got a decision to make. Let's see if we can make it. Okay, just had to turn my AC on really quick. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Year number 4 entry draft. Let's see what we have here. All right. Ottawa's on the clock. If we want to trade up for the 6th overall pick, we want to go for we'll probably go for Minnesota's. We got a decision to make. Okay, pick number 4, Minnesota. What are you looking for? You jump from 14 to 4. What do you need? I feel like they need defensemen, right? I mean, they have some good pieces. Let's see what we got here. So, they're currently, what are they? Are they a buyer? They're conservative sellers. Okay. That makes things a little bit better. Okay, so first off, they got Faber. They got Anderson on a no movement at $7 million over 4 years. Okay, that's not bad. So they're on a 4-year window, it looks like. Middleton's expiring. They got Bouillon, who's not really turning out for them. Kind of like our guy. Now, again, two-way, similar play style. Juracek. So that looks like their second pairing. And then the third pairing, Waugh, it looks like. Yeah, third pairing looks like Waugh, or Matt Roy, sorry, I forgot. And then looks like Peak. So they could use an upgrade in defense. I think that they look like more shutdowny, don't they? Let's see, 44, so 50 something points. All right, Middleton's expiring. Bouillon, not a point producer. Juracek, not a point producer. They need some more offensive defensemen. I think this is the perfect team to trade Aho to. It makes sense. It's in our conference, but think about it. Aho doesn't have a spot on our team. We already have a top line offensive right-handed defenseman. Do we need a left-handed offensive defenseman? Yes, but I don't think like this guy won't work. I want our guys to have equal amount left-handed, right-handed. I want left-handed offensive, right-handed defensive, right-handed offensive, defensive, left-handed. Aho doesn't fit that category. We already got our guy for the first line on the right hand. So then what do? We have to trade him. Does he have wheels? Yes. Has he grown decently? Yes. But he would have grown better if he was on the top line, which I think he'll get a decent opportunity with Minnesota. Now, what are they willing to give up? They have a lot of defensive depth. I could honestly really use like an AHL, not an AHL defenseman, maybe an AHL forward that doesn't need to grow anymore. Their forward core, Yurov. I've heard some good things about Yurov, like in IRL. We've also got Eriksson Ek, who's willing to come here, actually. Hold on. Interesting. Who's this guy? Victor Nichushkin, center, two-way forward. Interesting. Is there anyone that's, like, prospect-wise, but not, like, NHL ready yet? I mean, Height isn't bad. Ogren would be good depth. We're not looking for someone that's NHL ready, really. Let's go by potential. Sunstrom. This guy is a power forward. We don't need power forward. He's also got bad defensive awareness. This guy, a sniper. Maybe. Luchenko, Ogren, Height, Granlund, Rossi. You know what? Oh, pick went through. Ottawa took Fleischmann. Okay, back to Minnesota here. This trade can work. It has to be Aho. It has to be Aho. It just makes sense. They need more offensive defensemen producing. Let's go all skaters, actually. Let's look at all skaters for... We actually... No. Forwards. Okay, I saw someone. There's someone down here. Granlund. Bring him back to San Jose. He's not much value. He's on a 2-year deal. So he'll play the rest of the... rest of his career with us in the AHL to feed the puck to kid. Next up, we need to sweeten the deal a little bit. So... we're going to try and keep the 11th pick in this deal. So, skaters matching the block. What do you want? Christie, 59 overall. Clapperton, 60 overall at 18. I think I'm going to give them Christie. So, 2 defensive prospects. Aho can improve their team defensively. Christie is basically a distant prospect. Oh, actually, no, that doesn't make sense. Chernyshov. I think it's got to be Chernyshov. They need more depth forwards, right? Where is he? There he is. Yeah, Chernyshov. Let's see. Forwards. Let's see. So the losing grounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That slots in perfectly. That slots in absolutely perfectly. Okay. Chernyshov, and let's give them one of our prospects in the AHL. What makes the most sense to them? We have too many. We don't want to get too many defensemen though. Hemingway, 59 to 21. That's probably the piece I add right there to make up the value, and we bring back a depth pick that we would need. 1/10. Yeah, there we go. There's the trade. So basically, it's Aho and Hemingway for a 4th, and then Chernyshov for Granlund and a 4th round pick. Does it go through? Trade accepted. Aho, I picked you last year. That was a mistake. I did not go off team need. I should have. Go enjoy Minnesota. Let's sim to our pick. Hopefully that guy's not taken. Otherwise, we made that trade for no reason. Vancouver. All right, he's there. He's still there. Whew. Okay, let's call a timeout. Let's give ourselves plenty of damn time to make this trade. Okay, offer, trade. Dickinson. Where do you want to go? You're not in a closet, are you? I don't think you're on a clause. Dickinson. No, you're not. Perfect. I think your clause takes an effect next year. Yeah, no, a little while later. Okay, so Dickinson, you're a shutdown puck-moving defenseman. Who would need that? Winnipeg. How many years are we in? 4? Is Morrissey still here? Okay, he's still here. Okay, so they don't need him then. Let's see, what else? Vegas. No, it's in our division, though. We don't want to do that. No. Vancouver. Utah knocked us out. No. Toronto. All right, wait, this makes sense. This makes complete sense. Okay, so we're going to get our defenseman with the 4th overall pick. They have a rough defense, 35, 32, 39, 28. Heinola is their best young defenseman with value. Okay, and then there's Thron, and then it's Schwartz in the AHL. This makes complete sense for Toronto. They need a defenseman. They need a guy that can move the puck. Riley's aging. He's got 2 years left. That's perfect. Forward core. What do they have in their forward core prospect wise that I could probably bring in? Honestly, I don't think I bring in a prospect. I think I bring in a cheaper backup goaltender option, Hildeby. Oh, that's not bad to back up Ravensburgen when he takes over. So Hildeby would be playing the AHL for 1 year, but I mean, that's not bad. So let's go for a lottery pick next year. I'm going to bank on Toronto not doing fantastic. I think they're going to be better, but not to the point where they're going to be ready to go. And then honestly, Hildeby's not a bad piece. 83 overall with 2 years left. Although that is their starting goaltender. Why would they make that trade? No, that doesn't make sense to that for them. Is this just a straight up 1-for-1 here? I don't think they have any forwards I want.
in terms of value. William Nylander, Matthews, Nyes. I mean, Nyes would be good, but no. Domi, Gannon, not quite ready yet. Robertson, exact. Cowan. Cowan's not terrible. We've got a lot of centers though. Bataliga. Yeah, there's like nothing on their team I can really take on. So you know what? Let's just get a few depth picks for this year and the first round pick for next year. In exchange, I'll give you guys. I'll honestly. Kevin Delane, Weeb, Pollock, Kidd, Reed, Wayne, Lund, Crevier. No, he's better. Dykert, Blasek. No, we picked him up free agency. That's not bad. Markov, Cardwell. There we go. Cardwell. I was gonna play you, but then all of our younger players started to grow. Any goaltenders you want in here? Oh, there's a few goalies you want. 59-19. Yeah, 59-19. That's not bad. So Dickinson for a first round, then Cardwell and Mann for a third and a fifth. Does it go through? Trade accepted. Go have fun in Toronto, Dickinson. They've now got a decent defenseman. That's young, locked up for the next, what, 6 years, I think, was that, right? At 85 overall, so not bad, not bad. All right. Let's make one more move here. When was that other defenseman? When was that other defenseman? Where was he? He's down here, right? Oh, he's 15th now. Oh shit. Okay, maybe I will go and get him then. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so we don't need to trade up at all. I think our next pick is like what, 11? Yeah, pick 11. All right, let's make our pick. Let's give it a go. We already know what this guy's gonna be. So with the 4th overall pick in the 2029 NHL draft, entry draft, sorry. The San Jose Sharks select from the Edmonton Oil Kings of the WHL, Corbin Romano, defensive defenseman, 80 overall at 18. All right, you know what? Even though he's not like really like tall or big, this guy can shut down. He's got 85 awareness. He's got stick checking that was already better than Dickinson. He's got really good skating for a defensive guy. Holy crap. And then physical attributes, look at that. Pretty damn good. 3.5 stars, and his passing 79. I mean, this is not a bad guy. Like, this guy's like a two-way guy. I kind of like him. This will be good. All right, let's sim Detroit's pick here. Londick going to Ottawa. Tape to tape and elite edges. So these are our creative players there. Let's see what New York Rangers take. Hugh Hainis going to the Rangers. So they've got a sniper. All right. Seattle gonna be taking what was this guy, Daryl Beck, right wing sniper, again with send it. I don't like the fact that they keep getting send it for snipers. I feel like that playmakers and defensemen make more sense. Miktic going to Carolina. So is that a rival in the division for the Rangers and Carolina? Hold on, I need to check now. Hold up, I must see. Hold on a minute. Can we look at stats? Standings, here we go. So division. Let's see, Carolina. It is. So the brothers, the twins, are against each other in their own division. That's gonna be interesting to follow. Okay. So oh wait, wait no. Oh, it's Detroit and hold on, Detroit and okay, they're not in the same division. I'm stupid, but they're on the same conference, so it's still brother rivalry in the East, Carolina and Detroit. Okay. I like it. Pittsburgh at number 9, taking Lalime, defensive defenseman. So this guy would have been good as well, but he's right-handed. So not what I'm looking for. And then Anaheim, they're going to take... Okay. Wiz Mueller was taken early. Why can't I... That's weird. He was taken early. Was that the guy I was going to take? No, it wasn't. Okay. Whew. I thought it was. Okay, hold on. So Wiz Mueller going to Anaheim. Defensive defenseman. Right-handed. Right defenseman, but left-handed. Interesting build. Very similar to my guy I picked up, but he's better potential and better overall. All right. So Wiz Mueller being taken by Anaheim. Is there anyone up here that could be good? Bjorkstrand would be nice, but there's just no spot on the team for him. And he's 3 years out. Ladine, again, same situation. Right-handed, right defenseman. Like, that won't work for me. We want a left-handed guy. We need more lefties. Let's take him.
Defensive defenseman, top 4. So, okay, we did get the better guy, but this guy has an X factor. Gregory has an X factor. So, you know what? Either way, pretty good picks in the first round. We definitely made it worthwhile, those trades. Let's take a look at a draft class. Where do we need to trade up to? I think second round, right? No, it's all third round or later. So what pick do we have next? We have 89. So we need to go third round, and we need to get a few of these. Let's get both the Rangers picks here. I think they both have a pick here. 66, yeah. Let's get their picks here. Okay, so draft picks. There we go. So 66, 69, 101. So that way we can get another asset to trade up. We got a lot of picks this year, so we could definitely move some of them around. All right, who do we not need? So Romano, we're gonna keep. Gerard, what does your clause have in terms of like players? Oh, a lot of teams. Okay, we got a lot of options with Gerard. Wow, look at that value from the Bolt. Holy shit. All right, more. Clapperton, Center, Christie. I just want to see what those guys turn into. I really do. O'Donovan, Weeb, Brodeen doesn't want to wave. Okay, Ryan, Mukamadolin, Pollock, Ventkashian, Kidd, Reed, Wayne, Granlund. I could flip him. Stone. You know what? We do need roster space, so Stone can go to the Rangers. And then on top of that, Nikitin is a right-handed right-wing sniper. Let's give Antropov to the Rangers. And then too much salary. Oh, I forgot Stone has like a ridiculous amount of salary. Okay. Well, then in that case, we'll give them draft picks. We'll give them... I got so many players. I don't know what I need. We could give them... who's a better player in terms of like growth? Probably Moses. So a defenseman, a goaltender, and let's give them a good forward here. A good forward. So let's see. What do we got value-wise? Good forward. Stone, we can't do. Lund. Granlund. Let's just do Granlund. It'll make more sense. Yeah, and then we'll do a pick for this year. We'll do 177. Let's do that. So Antropov and Moses are the pieces here that are being traded for the picks. We're just adding Granlund and a 6 for value. Does it go through? Trade accepted. There you go, New York. Go enjoy those players. Hopefully they turn out for you. All right, the New Jersey Devils in the first round take Hale. So really good offensive defenseman. Damn, 5'9" though, a little undersized. Vegas, our rivals. Oh boy, Bjorkstrand going to the Vegas Golden Knights. Good pick by them. Columbus gonna take Ledeen, two-way defenseman, right-handed. Okay, pretty good pick for them. Boston gonna take Crooks, another right-handed two-way defenseman. Okay, and St. Louis. Schumacher, left-handed offensive defenseman. So this guy would have been good, and then we would have traded away Reed. So if I had uncovered him, Reed would have been gone. I won't lie, I would have taken that first round pick right there. Another pick by Detroit. Gonna be taking Wells, a top 6 forward grinder. Okay, interesting pick by them. Washington takes Byers, top 6 sniper, and then Montreal has their pick on the block. We have no details on anything besides stats. C-. I mean, that's it. Let's see what they take. Do they take O'Byrne? They do. Playmaker, 67 overall, top 6 forward. So I'm glad I didn't trade up for that. That would have been really bad if I did that. Okay, we're gonna sim up to number 66 here. Let's see what we got. So Tunney's next up here on our pinned players list. So we're gonna take him with the 66 overall pick in the NHL draft. San Jose takes from USA Central. We're gonna say he is from, what does Dennis Tunney sound like? We're gonna go with let's go with Colorado Springs. He's from Colorado Springs. Dennis Tunney, playmaker, low top 6. Okay, left wing. All right, you know what? Low top 6 playmaker. I'm okay with that. Not a great pick, but you know what? You win some, you lose some. All right. We got the 69th overall pick. Nice. What do we got down here? 77, right? Yeah, Cousins with the 69th overall pick. The San Jose Sharks take from, was it Genevieve-Servette HC from NLA, from Switzerland, Edgar Cousins. medium elite power forward, 53 overall. So a little bit low, but he's got a really good shot. Holy crap. Okay, I hope he grows. This guy could be a future goal scorer for us. All right, 89. Do we have any more picks in the 3rd round that we need to take care of, or is that it? 86. We just have to trade up 89. Okay. 89. Where's San Jose? There it is. So 89 probably. 7, 86, 85, 84, 83, 82. Let's do 82. Yeah, 82 should be fine. All right. Yeah, 82. So we're going to trade up our 89th. And then we'll give them one of our last goaltender prospects that we're not going to re-sign. We'll give them Wirtanen. All right. So there's your trade. Washington says yes. All right. So they got a young goaltender and they trade back a few spots. I mean, in terms of like stat-wise, that goaltender did not too bad. So, all right. Send me to pick 82. Trade alert. William Karlsson for the 82nd and a 4th rounder. I don't like that trade. We're going to say no to that. If we needed center depth, that would not have been bad, but we've got our pick, got our plan here. We're going to stick with it. So, wait, what? There's no way. They took him that early. Oh my God, you little sneaky bastard, St. Louis. Damn it. That's crazy. They took him, like, what was that? 6 picks early? That's insane. Well, there goes that trade. Wow, that is a wasted trade by me. Wow. I did not expect them to take him that early. That's crazy. Okay, so now who do we take? We got no one. Unless it's like someone that I unpinned that I didn't have. Ooh, yeah, you know what? This guy, Shonishkin. We'll take him instead, I guess. 19 years of age, but that's fine. He is better, but he's a year older. So, I mean, kind of an upgrade in a way, but he's also like, this guy's a year younger, and he wasn't a gem though. So maybe you never know. All right, we're gonna sim to pick 101. Are we gonna miss out on anyone with that pick? I don't think so. 101. Yeah, we're not gonna miss out on anyone. Okay, so we're gonna sim to 101 here. There we go. All right, let's take the next player here in our pin play. Although, whoa, Turkov, right defenseman, right-handed. Oh, he's 19 though. A+ league, only a +4. Shot blocking, stick checking are his strengths, but his defense is D. If we can take him, I'll do it. 110. Do we have another pick before the? Do we need to do any trade? No. Oh, you know what? All right. You know what? We can spare this pick for him. I don't mind that. We're gonna go off the board a little bit. Nikolai Turkov with the. What's this? The 90. No, this is the. What pick is this? Hold on. I gotta look. Fucking damn it. What pick is? Oh, fuck off. Stupid trade screen. What is this? The fuck? Pick number 101. Okay, so people skipped him. All right, so with the 101st overall pick in the NHL entry draft from you, is that Ukraine? I think it's Ukraine, right? I think it is. Although he played in the Russian league, maybe it's not Ukraine. I don't know what flag that is. Yeah, Nikolai Turkov, right defenseman. Let's see what he is. 59 overall, 2-way. All right. I mean, he's 19. He's not gonna get to the NHL, I don't think. Maybe bottom pairing, but you know what? That's not a bad pick. 6'2" as well. I mean, that's solid. All right, pick number 110. Let's see. What we got? Next up in our pinned players, there's no one really here that I want to grab. So we're just gonna go ahead and take Lady Pov here at 110 with the 110th overall pick in the NHL entry draft. Igor Ladypov, top 6 potential, not bad. No, sniper. I thought he was a 2-way. Okay, sniper, right-handed. That's not bad. He's a center too, so if we can get him his face-offs going, that could be solid. Pick number 113 in the NHL entry draft. San Jose is going to select. Hold on, no, wait a minute. We might go off the board here. Brian, 18 years of age, C- league. He had, how many points is that? 42 in 64 games. This could be one of those situations where he was stuck on the top line with good players and got a lot of points, but he's bad potential. But I'm willing to take that risk if we have another pick. 145, is that too late? 145. It's not too late. All right, we're going to take Brian here. We're going to take another shot. Riley Bryan from the Ottawa 67s in the OHL.
Here we go. Come on, be good. Top 9 low. There, yeah, it was. I knew it. Although his shot is not bad. 75 all across the board? Hold on, this guy's not terrible. Offensive awareness is decent. Defensive stats are okay. Speed is okay. Oh, you know what? He might turn into something. I'm gonna turn a blind eye and say that wasn't a mistake. Next up with the what pick is this? 146, right? 146. With the 146th overall pick in the entry draft, Ron Willis from the New York Rangers. Since we traded with them earlier, there we go. Tops, low elite sniper, 6'1" too. That's not bad. 18 years of age, pretty damn good. And then we got one more pick here that is pinned, and then we'll take a shot if we have the pick available. With the, I don't even know what pick it was, 6th round, I don't know, from Porin Asats. Is that how you say it? I don't know how you say the A's with those dots on the top. I don't know how you say it. From Liga, right winger Mika, is it Kuta? Kuta? I think it's how you say it. Kuta. Low elite two-way forward, 52 overall. So we got some good low elite picks in here. We took some shots. We didn't hit with them. And then we got one more pick at 209. So a big boy. We're gonna take a big boy here. Unless it's like an enforcer right here. 5 years, character maturity. Let's just take a big boy. Let's just take a big boy. Big boy time. So my goodness, 6'7", 6'6", 238. There we go. There we go. Right there. When is he supposed to go? He's right defenseman, USA Central, 500th. Unless Volchenkov. Hold on. No, he's 19. Let's take Slater. Slater, enforcer, 17 potential. Okay, you know what? That's not terrible. All right, we'll give it a go. There it is. Year number 4 entry draft is done. We made moves. Dickinson's gone. Aho, we flipped for basically the defenseman we picked up in the draft. So we basically flipped him for a better defenseman in terms of team need. But we will eventually need a left-handed offensive defenseman because Reed is not, he's not growing. So we're gonna have to find someone else for that second line left defensive spot for offense. Resign coaches right now. We're just gonna do this. Get rid of this get this out of the way. AHL associate coach. What are you good at? You're not bad. I'll try and keep you. Yeah, you want the same role? We'll give you a contract here. There we go. AHL associate. And then next up, we got our goalie coach. Is this guy good teaching? I think he is. We signed a bunch of guys last year. Yeah. Let's see if he wants to sign for the goalie coach. If not, we'll find some new, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm just going to my Discord here. I want to check my messages really fast. Okay, there we go. Oops. Pause the music by accident. Let's minimize the browser as well. All right, so 320K, AHL goalie coach. You can be signed. There we go. Any scouts need to be signed while I'm on this page. Is there anyone like I need to like resign, like pick up? No, not really. Okay. One scout to resign, and that's an A- scout. There we go. Get them signed and good. All right, we don't need to worry about that anymore. We got that dealt with. Okay. All right, so no restricted free agencies this year. Okay, that's good. All right, let's go to resign phase. Let's see if there's any extensions of Brodeen's on a 1-year deal. Dowdy was a cap dump. We're gonna release him. We're in the situation where we need to start extending Bloomfist, so we don't really want to keep any older players anymore. Romano, do we want to sign him now or find a rental? 1, 2, 3. I mean, it might be beneficial, although that would stunt his growth maybe, because what role is he? He's top 6 defense. You know what? We'll play him. Play him on his entry level. We'll hopefully get him for 3 years and then extend him after that. So 1 mil over 3 years. That is a very good contract right there. Entry level. Who's our left defenseman on the 3rd pairing? Hold on, I gotta look at that really quick, because if there's no one there, oh, it's Mukamadalin. Oh, okay. I mean, he can play the right side, and then Crevier can like be benched for this year. So you know what? We'll sign. If anything, he becomes an AHL top defenseman. That's what he becomes, if anything. So we'll give him a contract. Why not for 3 years? If he grows a lot, then we'll put him in the slot. So let's go back to all skaters here and go from the top to bottom. So we got everyone there done. All right, we're down at the AHL now. We've got a really good AHL team, a lot of 70s, which is really good. McCone, I think we're gonna just buy you out. We got a lot of players coming into the season this year. Heisey, same thing, gonna buy you out. Anyone else? Markov, not yet. Toivonen, we're gonna buy you out. Go enjoy free agency. We're gonna do a bit of a cap dump here. Tunny, we're gonna sign you a little early this year. 1 mil over the next 3 years. There we go. Galiev, is this an enforcer or a big boy? It is a grinder, but I don't like his stats. He's a winner. We don't need winners in the AHL, so you can go be released. Clapperton, do we want to give this guy some time right now? We played him in juniors for 1 year at 17 years old. Do we want to play him in the AHL? I think I'm gonna give him a shot, just because we need players in the AHL. So we'll give him 1 mil over 3 years, and then we'll do the same thing. Is he a two-way forward? He's two-way forward, right? Yeah, he's two-way forward. And then we'll give Turakov. Hold on. Oh, Weave's still playing. Okay, we can't give him first line ice time yet. So we'll give him some time in juniors. He's also 19, so I don't want to like risk it. Excuse me. Then goalies. So Shonishkin is the same overall as, or same age as Lawrence, and Lawrence is better. So we're not gonna wait on Shonishkin. Although we could go with a tandem of Lawrence and Shonishkin. That could be risky, but it could be interesting. 1 second. Let me check my messages. I got a text message. One sec. Okay. 1 sec. Let's stick with Thielen. We'll play Shonishkin in juniors for 1 year, and then we'll go from there. Okay, this looks good. Score! They're ordering ice cream, so. Okay, besides that, I mean, Dyker's gonna have it. Okay, so forward. Let's count. Enlin, Celebrini, Misa. That's the first line. Second line. Okay, we still got Stone. Okay. Second line is what is it? It's Bloomquist, the Bolt, and then was it his name? Pollock. Third line is Lund. Then it's Moore. Do we want to go with Stone or scratch him? Let's go with Wah. And then fourth line is Hickarayan, Graf, and Dykert maybe? Do we move on from Green? Because like Green's like a good face-off taker, but we got Hickarayan already, so maybe we move on from Green. I mean, we got options this way if we keep him. I do like him, but Dykert is kind of perfect. He's a winner. He's technically a winner. So like he's got better passing, so I think we just go with Dykert and maybe just buy out Green. I don't like the fact that I'm buying out a guy that's like good face-offs and stuff, but he's basically he's faster than Dykert. It's just team need, right? Team need. So you know what? We're gonna move on from Green. Thank you very much for helping us out for these few years. Go enjoy free agency. Thank you very much. That kind of sucks, but hey, what can you do? So yeah, we're gonna go with Graf, Dykert, and Hickarayan on the fourth line. O'Donovan, if he does jump, I think he takes Wah's spot. So then Wah becomes a cap dump. So we needed one big cap dump, I think. Although 16 million cap space for this year, we may not need one. Goaltending, Lucan and Ravensburg, and hopefully Ravensburg has a bit of a jump in the offseason. Thielen and Lawrence in the AHL. Defensively, let's take a look at the roster defensively. So first line is going to be Shurikov and Romano. That's a very good young defensive core. Second line, we got Gerard and who do we have in the second line? Hold on. Gerard and who? We don't have a defensive defenseman on the second line. Is it Mukamadulin then? And then it becomes Crevier and Vetkashin? How do you say that name? Venkatashan. Oh my god, that is so difficult to say. Holy. I think we do that. So Shurikov and Romano. Second line is Gerard, Mukamadulin, so two lefties, but that's fine. And then third line is Crevier and Venkatashan. There we go. I got it right that time. Okay, here we go. I'm getting the names down. Okay, so we've got our team here. Basically, let's see. Do we have anyone that's signed? All right, so we got our associate coach in the AHL signed. And all right, so the goalie coach in the AHL does not really want to resign for his role, so that's kind of dumb, but whatever. So then yeah, so if I will say if what's his name, O'Donovan is ready to go in the NHL if he grows, then who does he replace? Does he replace Graf? I mean, let's take a look. Compared to Graf, his physical's way better. I think his two-way game is a little bit better, and his defensive awareness is worse. Graf's speed is better for sure. Yeah, speed is better. O'Donovan, let me go back and forth here. Passing's better than Graf, I think. Yeah, passing's better than Graf. Is his shot better than Graf? His shot is technically better than Graf's, and then his offensive awareness, 83. 83, yeah, so even. So yeah, I think in terms of team need, his O'Donovan's speed needs work. So that's what I'm going to get him to work on in the offseason. But if he does grow and his speed gets like to at least 79, 80, then he replaces Graf. If not, he stays in the AHL for one more year, and then we move him up. Same thing with Weep. Same exact thing with Weep. Because they're on the verge of being ready. So I think we go with this plan. I think this plan's gonna be good. Kid's almost ready to go. Traff, I don't think he's gonna make the roster. Yeah, everyone else in the AHL seems pretty good. You know what? I'll sign Brian just for shits and giggles. Why not? 975. Yep, we'll do that. Any more forwards we need to sign? I mean, no, not really. Okay. Let's submit a free agency. Let's see who's available, honestly. If we can get a right-handed defensive defenseman as a rental, that could be good. I know Mukhammed Alin's there, but if there's a better option, I'll take it. Let's be honest. AHL goalie coach, we already know this. He didn't want to sign. Pro scout on the block, whatever. Contracts, 40 out of 50. Here we go. Re-sign phase for extensions. What does Bloomquist want? He wants to sign. That's a massive W right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-year window. How much do you want? You know what? That is not bad. He becomes a UFA though. That's the only problem I see with this. So 7.850 with a 90% clause? Oh, that's not quite there. What about a no movement? Am I willing to pay 8.250? Ooh, that's almost 9 mil. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. He wants 1 year currently, and he'll be an RFA. I'm worried that he'll ask for more money if we do this deal. I feel like I should just lock him up now and just deal with the consequences. Is there anyone else I would need to re-sign? Pollock will need a contract. Romano will need a contract. Crevier needs one now. What do you want? Oh, that's tough. 90%. No, Crevier is gonna be gone. Who needs a signing between now and then? Okay, he'll need a contract. I think I just do 1 year. I gotta do a 1 year and risk it. I mean, I've got too many guys that are on deals that are gonna need extensions within 2 years. I think just 5.5 for the next one. Let's just not risk it. He'll be an RFA. We have his rights that way. Let's do it. Let's just do 1 year. Take it slow with Bloomquist, and we'll make the decision later. And if Bolt as well, he grew to medium elite, so therefore he's probably gonna want a decent bag as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. Goaltending, and yeah, we also got like 6 million tied up in case if Ravensburgen does not grow. So like, if he does, we find a backup and we trade Luukkonen. So Reed wants an extension. What do you want? 2 years, 3 years. Let's do 2 years at 925. Do that. We're not gonna give you a contract. Wayne, I'll give you a contract. I do like the fact that you're like a really big defensive defenseman. I'll give you a contract. There you go. Anyone else need contracts? Main roster? No, not really. Yeah, I mean, okay, Otavainen, I guess. Is it a one-way deal? It's a two-way. Let's go 1 mil, 3 years.
1.025. We'll do that. 1.025 two-way contract does not go against our cap hit, sorry. But yeah, we got Romano, Pollock, Bloomqvist will need an extension again. Thibault. So this way Thibault and him are locked up together. Excuse me. So that way we can make decisions then. Because I don't want to like commit too much. And we also got Enlund to extend. Oh, I'm glad I didn't do that contract then. Enlund will need a bag. Because remember how much he wanted before? He wanted what? 15, 16 million, which honestly at this point is good. But still, that is a lot of money. Okay. So Luukkonen will hopefully be moving on. Fingers crossed. We don't have a backup goalie, but we can always find one in free agency this year just in case there's some growth. Let's go to free agency and see what we got. Let us see. Are there any right Adam Fox? Oh, but 17 mil for 4 years. We cannot commit that much. No. Any right defenseman? Drew Doughty is the next best option. Bachfist, at 28 years of age, offensive. Not terrible. 36, 27. Justin Barron. Two-way defender, decent physically. I think I just stick with the Muhammad Alin option and then play my young guy with Crevier. I think that makes more sense. Okay, let's go. Ooh, Will Smith is an RFA with who? With Montreal, of course. So, all right. I mean, that makes sense. They got a lot of cap tied up. He wants 17 million over 6 years. Oh, yeah, he's screwed. They're not going to get that contract signed. Holy crap. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't see us doing any signings besides like maybe one cap dump, even with that, I mean, we don't really need to sign a cap dump. We've got 16 mil. Let me check the trade screen really quick. Let's see. Yeah, we're within the cap floor. So honestly, short stream. We end the stream here. I do the off-stream stuff as usual. I'll do everything. We'll do the coach signings. I'll do the season or off-season focuses, which is gonna be skating. I'm actually gonna do those right now. So actually, can we even do skating for this year? No, we can't do it for anyone. Shit. Okay, well, you know what? We'll stop there. I'm really quickly going to give some thoughts on the NHL 27 reveal trailer. Okay. Let's get the elephant out of the room here. Let's talk. Let's yap really quick. Once the screen stops glitching. Okay, let's get the elephant in the room right now. NHL 27. I will be honest here. I'm excited. For the first time since Franchise Mode was updated for NHL 25, I'm very excited. They are introducing GM Connected, and I am overwhelmingly excited for this. I have been looking for a GM mode that has multiplayer for so long, and they're actually adding it. Finally, EA. Finally, I get to see what all this hype was about 10 years ago. Apparently, they had this on, like, over 10 years ago, sorry. They had this game mode on one of the older NHLs. As always, they recycle and then re-release it with a different price tag. But I'm very excited to play this game. Very, very excited. So, looking forward to doing that for streams. It'll be interesting. I won't lie. It'll be interesting to go against other players in GM mode, make trades with other people, not fleecing the system. Like, I'm not in a community. Like, I don't take part in their games and stuff very much. But 1 second. But like, I'm very excited to play this game with a YouTubers community that I'm in. So, looking forward to that. Hopefully, I can actually get in there and play with them. Fingers crossed. But if not, I mean, I'll still be doing multiplayer on my own stream. I won't lie. Either way, I'll be streaming, whether or not I'm like playing with them or just playing on my own. So yeah, but yeah, I guess I'll have to announce on Discord saying, hey, if anyone has a PlayStation 5, get NHL 27 this year. Apparently, it's statistics games, playing a GM, playing against people. That makes it a lot more interesting this time. You don't fleece the system, so I'm looking forward to that.
All right, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go and finish up my homework, and then I will see you all. Today's Thursday. Let's see, Thursday, Friday. I work tomorrow. I work Saturday late night. I could probably stream tomorrow for a little while. Yeah, I can stream tomorrow for a little bit. Although I should probably work on my schoolwork. Well, let's do Sunday I'm busy during the day. Let's say let's aim for tomorrow. If it doesn't happen, we'll say Monday. I think I'm closing Monday, so I can like stream a little bit before that if I am not too tired. So everyone have a good night. See you tomorrow.